yo. You got Phill Kross hanging with Olivia, and Olivia Holt is in the building.
What's up?
What's up? You're known as, let's see, an actress, singer. You've been seen on the Disney Channel and movies. One of the faces of Neutrogena. That's pretty awesome. You have your own tour happening right now, Rise of the Phoenix, which is unbelievable. And you're not even 20 years old yet.
Not yet, no.
How freaking awesome does everything feel?
Very surreal. I've dreamt of this tour since I was a kid, so the fact that it's actually happening is pretty bananas. And working with Neutrogena is a really incredible dream. I mean, they've taught me so much about my skin and about just self-care in general, which is really awesome. And then all the projects that I've done in the past, I feel so grateful for every opportunity that I get, and I'm really happy.
Well, you're a hustler because you initially were in Tennessee, then your family moved to LA.
Yeah.
Now you're in LA, and I feel like in LA you're probably in your best zone to do all of your creativity with everybody, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, everyone is kind of there too, so it's a lot easier.
Cool. I want to ask you some fun questions to break it up for a second. If you could romantically star in a movie with one of these actors, who would it be? Either Brad Pitt or George Clooney. We're going older first, then I got some younger ones coming at you. So George Clooney, Brad Pitt, you have to pick one or the other, and you could romantically be in that movie with that person. Who would it be?
Just Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
I also feel like I see him younger too.
Okay.
George Clooney, I've just always seen him older, and I just can't get past it. So. Okay.
We weren't sure about that on the way here because we were like, you know what? All women love George Clooney.
Yeah, like my mom loves George Clooney.
Right. But maybe you would be into him too because I bet some younger women that are like, oh my God, I love George Clooney. And I'm like, really?
I've never met one girl my age that loves George Clooney.
I have though.
You have?
Maybe it's a New York thing. Maybe I gotta spend more time in LA. Okay,
That's
cool.
epic.
Well, now I'm gonna switch it up on you. If you could do a duet with one of these singers.
Oh, yikes. Okay.
Okay. I know it's a tough one.
I know it's going to be tough.
I feel the answer within you. Who would it be? Justin Bieber or Shawn Mendes?
Shawn Mendes. Only because I love Shawn, and he is so talented and so kind. So kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've met him before.
Okay.
So
But so if Justin came rolling in and he was like, "Hey, listen, right now we can do this record," but then Shawn's like, "Hey, we got 2 minutes," and you're like, "It would be Shawn all the way."
Yeah, Shawn. I love Shawn.
And then Justin would walk out with the sad face, but you'd be like, "That's all good, dude. You got to do what you got to do."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's really cool. Well, maybe next time Shawn's in, I'll drop a line and be like, "You have to reach out to Olivia and do a record, dude. What are you?"
Yeah, dude. What are you waiting for?
Okay, cool. Very cool. All right, are there any other artists out there that you're hoping to work with, that you see yourself, you know?
I mean, ideally it would be Bruno Mars, just because I've been obsessed with him since day one.
24K Magic?
It's ridiculous. It's so good. And I also saw him at the Hollywood Bowl a couple years ago, and I've never been more mesmerized at a concert in my entire life. He literally had the whole audience in like the palm of his hand.
He's
crazy.
Super talented.
He's so good.
He's super talented.
And Pharrell opened up for him, and Pharrell brought out Gwen Stefani. It was quite possibly the best night of my life. She sang Holla Back Girl. I was on the ground like crying. I really wasn't crying, but inside I was.
Okay, he's definitely really, really, really talented.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Now, I did hear some other rumors before when we were just in the D&D lounge that you let's see if I got this right. You hate ketchup and you can't crack your back, or you can't do anything crazy at all.
All of those are completely true.
False.
Yeah. Yeah, they're totally false. I love popping my knuckles, my back, my neck. I don't know why. Everyone hates it, and everyone's like, it's bad for you.
When you just did that in there, I went like mind blown. Okay, obviously I was saying that backwards. You can crack like every bone in your body.
Yeah.
That's so. How do you figure that out?
It's so funny because when I was younger, my older sister did it all the time, and I was like, dude, how do you do that? And I would just I would move the exact same way that she's moving, but it never worked. And I don't know. I feel like a part of it has to do with I was a gymnast for 7 years, so
there you go.
I feel like that somehow helps, I guess, or not helps, probably. I'm probably going to have arthritis when I get older. That's what everyone tells me, but this face clearly doesn't care. And yeah, ketchup is my favorite.
So in your bag at all times, as soon as you brought that up in there, it's like, okay, when we move to the interview, I got to bring this up in the interview. So you always have ketchup in your bag at all times. I'm like, if I had French fries right here that were the most amazing French fries in the world and no ketchup, could we still eat the French fries? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I've been better about that actually over the years.
Okay.
It used to be a problem. I wouldn't eat anything if I didn't have ketchup, and that's the reason I started carrying it around, because I would go into some restaurants and they would either be A, out of ketchup, or B, they didn't have it, or C, it was house made, and who likes like house made ketchup?
So could you put ketchup on anything and be totally cool with it?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, like I put ketchup on my steak and I get looks
like
at,
ketchup on salad?
Well, like
I mean, like.
It sometimes can get a little crazy, but salad, no.
Okay.
No, just because I
Okay.
don't really. Ketchup isn't really like made for vegetables.
Well,
I feel.
but you're so into it that I thought maybe you'd put it on your just lick it like you know.
Okay,
what
well,
I
I
mean?
did think that, so I put it on my mac and cheese.
Okay, that's pretty. I would never do that. That's pretty interesting.
It's pretty interesting,
Okay.
but then I found out that it's like a legit thing. People actually
Other people
that.
do that? I did meet a kid one time that just eats raw ketchup. Like he puts it on his feet, like he eats
That
just ketchup.
see, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're like that intense," and I'm like, "No,
You're not
I don't.
that,
I
like
don't
it-
actually like eat it out of the bottle. No, like I'm
Okay.
not. I'm not weird."
No, I just knew you had it in your bag, and I was like, wow, okay, so that's very interesting. Now, bringing it back full circle to your music, you worked with Steve Mack, E-Man, and Evan Bogart on the album that
I did.
you're doing now, which was, I mean, all those guys are just awesome. I love all.
Agreed. Yeah.
Of them. Which was your? I know this is a tough question. Was there a favorite in any of the three creatively when you were doing your artistry within the album?
Truthfully, I loved working with every single one of them. I did spend more time with Evan and E-Man on the record. I actually had met them before we even started actually to make the record. It was more of like an experimental process for me in the beginning. And then Phoenix was sent to me, and Steve Mack was like, yo, you got to lay your vocal on this. And then so I worked with Steve Mack for 2 days, but I've worked with Evan and E-Man for like about a year and a half now, I think, or 2 years coming up. So I've known them a little bit longer, and I've built a relationship with them. But Steve is really amazing too, and the time that I spent with him was truly amazing.
Do you have any cool features on the album from artists or is it more just straight up you all the way through?
Yeah, my best friend Jordan Fisher actually featured on my song Thin Air.
Okay.
And it's so good. It's awesome. I've known Jordan since I was 10 years old, so this is like a 10-year friendship in the making. And he is my favorite human ever and favorite vocalist ever. And I had already finished recording Thin Air, and I think we were looking for someone to feature on the song. And I think originally we wanted it to be a rapper, but we weren't quite sure who fit. And we were racking our brains around like who it should be. And then finally, Jordan Fisher came to my head, and I was like, I am an idiot. Why did I not think of this before? So we called Jordan, and he was like, I'd be happy to do it. And so I was out of the country filming something, and he was in LA for literally like 20 minutes, and he came and laid a vocal on it.
Wow.
And they sent it to me, and I was like, this is awesome. It was so good.
Sometimes the timing just works out perfect like that. Is there a possibility that could be the next single?
Well, the next single is going to be History, but I don't know, maybe. I would hope so, just because I actually performed with Jordan for the first time the other night, and the first time we performed that song live together, I was at my show in Orlando, and he just happened to be in Orlando at the same time, and he was like, hey, I want to come out and support. And as soon as he got to the venue, I was like, dude, what do you think about coming on stage with me tonight? And he was
That's
like, dude,
cool.
I'm down.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like,
That's really, really
to have that
cool.
experience, it changes things. It totally changes the vibe and the energy, and everyone was freaking out when he came on stage. It was awesome.
Well, you're on your tour now. How many stops on this tour is there right now?
So far, we have done 6,
Okay.
and then I think we have like 7 or 8 more. I think
Rise of
that's
the Phoenix?
situation.
Was that had to
Rise
be.
of a Phoenix,
I
yeah.
mean, Rise of a Phoenix. When you did that had to be you that came up with that name. I
Yeah.
feel like because it's so hand in hand with the single Phoenix. What inspired the name Rise of a Phoenix? I mean, obviously you, but there's got to be a
Yeah,
deeper
I
explanation.
mean, for me, it's so empowering and so powerful, and it just has this like positive ring to it that I really liked. And I don't know, I love the way that it sounds, and I love the way that it makes people feel. Like, yeah,
No, I think it sounds
Olivia's
hot.
on her Rise of a Phoenix tour right now.
Yeah.
Like, what? Is she a bird or what?
No, but that's cool though. I think
Yeah.
like, yo, you're the Phoenix and you're rising up, so look out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm with that. We'll definitely keep in touch. I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on your record here.
Thank
and
you.
I'm sure when the next time I'm on and I'm you know your record's in heavy rotation, I will be sure to drop you a line. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They'd be like, yo, play
Love
my
it.
record, Phill Kross.
Cool.
So we'll definitely keep in touch, and good luck with the rest of your tour.
Thank you.
I appreciate you so much for coming out, and you're performing tonight, Highline Ballroom, right?
Yes, that's right.
Are you excited about that?
So pumped. I've been looking forward to this for so long.
For all the fans out there that are going to be at Highline Ballroom, I mean, maybe you can sneak backstage and become Olivia's BFF or something like that.
Yeah, I'll probably be eating ketchup.
Okay, we'll be eating ketchup. All right, well,
Yeah.
so we'll bring some ketchup packets. You know what I mean? Hook her up.
Yeah, hook a girl up. I'm running out. Come on.
But thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
Good luck with your single and much continued success. And we're here for you. We're very much so a family. So if there's anything we could do at any point, just holler at us, and we got you, man.
Thank you much.
You're welcome. Cool. Well, thank you so much.
Okay.